Hey, cardinal signs, welcome on into your energy update. And if you don't know by now, if you are a cardinal sign, well, I'm about to remind you. Before I do that, welcome on back into the channel. I am Faith, the course of divine faith. This is my shindig. Okay, we talk about tarot, astrology, numerology, everything under the sun. This is a big learning block here. But anyway, so if you if you have Cancer, Libra, Aries, or Capricorn in your sun, moon, or rising, then you have cardinal energy floating around possibly through your body. Okay. So we're going to see what the energy is coming through for you. Now, if this doesn't resonate, then you may have a mutable sign or a fixed sign that could resonate more. And I have those videos available for you. You just have to scroll and you'll be able to find them. But yeah, let's take a look. Cardinal energy. I'm using a different set of cards today. So this may take a second because I have to shuffle, and these, as you can see, these are pretty large. But let's see, Cardinal. Okay, this wants to come out. Oh, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. Oh, and we have the Wheel of Fortune coming upright, which I feel like is actually, I feel like it's pretty good. I mean, this kind of screams confirmation. So some of you cardinal signs right now, you may be feeling a bit lost because you're just trying to find confirmation that you're on the right path, but it kind of does feel that you are waiting for something. So with the Wheel of Fortune being upright, which like I said, I feel like is a good energy, I would say in the meantime, in between time, you need to find something to occupy your mind, because it's not saying whatever this is you're waiting to come through won't come through, but the issue for you is you're wanting it to come through exactly on the day, on the time that you're expecting it to, and there may possibly be a little bit of a delay, which is why the Wheel of Fortune is here. And some of you may be going through a period of time where it felt like things were moving, things were flowing. Now it just feels like you've come to this particular halt. So energetically speaking, you may be in a spot where you are wanting to put a pause on things, or you're wanting to walk away from things because you just don't know what else to do. And this could be emotionally speaking, it could be financially speaking, who knows, it could be spiritually speaking, because the Eight of Cups is also about going through a spiritual journey. And that could be leading to your confusion as well. Some of you, you could be going back to a path that you left behind years ago. Um, and you could be confused on, is this the right direction for me to take? Because I took this direction before in the past and it just didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out. Hydration. Some of you guys are not necessarily drinking enough water, so there may be some issues when it pertains to honestly, I heard gallbladder, but I also heard kidney issues, okay? Um some of you need to get a colonoscopy, or you are already scheduled for a colonoscopy. I would definitely say a checkup is possibly needed for a lot of you cardinal energies, okay? Some of you have just not been hydrating, or hydrating doesn't necessarily always have to be water. In a spiritual sense, it could be maybe feeding your brain, yeah, feeding your brain knowledge, knowledge that is useful to you, not feeding your brain junk that you can't do nothing with, okay? We do have the energy of Leo coming through. So some of you may be preparing yourself to walk away from a Leo, or right now you may be keeping your distance from a Leo, or another fixed sign, a Taurus, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. Again, you just need some time to think. That's kind of like where you're at right now. And a lot of this whole confusing energy, like I said, could simply just be coming from the fact that things have slowed down. But as you can see, right behind the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So there's this lack of movement. Like I said before, there's this stagnation that you feel. But from what I'm seeing here, you're not going to walk away from this thing or this situation permanently, but it does feel that you need a break. You just need some time to think things over. As the card says, there is a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. But sometimes we go to these extremities whenever things are just not going as planned, whenever things have halted, whenever things have stopped. Now, all of a sudden, we start breaking down internally, because we start thinking, okay, since things have stopped, there must be something that's wrong. So I need to get rid of this, need to get rid of that. That's not always the case. Sometimes you just need to pause. And sometimes you just need to be okay with there being a pause. Some of you are not okay when things are paused. You start freaking out, and then you start, you know, throwing around accusations. You start doing the blame game. It starts being about everybody else but you. It starts being about everybody else besides the fact that you don't have no patience. Okay? Cardinal energy. Okay, these want to come out. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, releasing. But this could be releasing pressure, releasing tension. So there could be something coming through soon where it would allow you to release pressure or to release tension. But this also does feel like there is something that you are responsible for in your life right now, and it serves no benefit to you anymore. Now, some of you may have a desire to move on in your connection, or this person may have a desire to move on from you in this particular connection because they no longer want to be the scapegoat for your issues. Some of you guys are in a bad way, possibly right now, when it pertains to mentally speaking. And it's like you go through, it's like very ebb and flow type of energy. One day you're good, the next day you're not. One day you're good, the next day you're not. And there is somebody, whether this be the other person or this is you, they no longer want to deal with that huge amount of uncertainty when it pertains to you guys' connection. So they could be releasing you. You may not necessarily be the one releasing anybody. They may have already walked away from you, or they could be walking away from you in the next 8 to 12 days. Or well, yeah, before the month of August is over, which is in 2 days, or December. Yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so some sort of loan that you were trying to get approved for is, unfortunately, I think it's going to be denied. I'm just going to be honest. Okay, or there is like some sort of amount of money that you were expecting to come through. It is, again, being put on hold. It's just may not necessarily come. And this is something that you've possibly been banking on. This is something that you've been waiting for. Some of you, it could be disability. Some of you, it could be child support. It could be alimony if you're getting a divorce. But this also could be the reason why somebody is not moving forward with completely ending this particular connection or marriage, because there's no assets to be given. Could be, who knows, could be a prenup. It could be any reason why the assets are just not going to be divided evenly. It feels like it's going to go 80% one direction and the other direction only gets 20%, which is a terrible split. Okay. But this also does feel that you are hanging on. Some of you are still hanging on to grief, maybe around a friend, could be a Leo friend, could be a Taurus. Well, we know Taurus is tied to wealth, possessions. Okay. So some of you, that's kind of like where you're at right now. You're either disappointed because you're not as far in life as you would like to be. Some of you may even be a little bit embarrassed when it comes to telling people what you do for work. Is like a topic that you try to avoid all the time. So today it does look like that you're in a particular energy where you are unraveling a little bit, especially emotionally speaking. You're trying to find or figure out, what does all of this mean? Why do I keep being told no? Why do I keep being denied? Why is this person walking away and ignoring me? Whatever the situation can be, that's kind of like where you're at. We do have an unrequited love situation that someone refuses to let go of. Now, some of you, this could be you. You may be the one that's already let go, but this person is still hanging on to you by a thread. I don't necessarily think it's because of money. Okay. Oh, well, no, I don't think so. The Queen of Pentacles, as you can see with this card, she's very thoughtful, she's creative, she's warm, and she's sensible. So that could be why this person, or whoever this is hanging on to you, because I mean, some of you, unfortunately, it feels like you're dating somebody with some extreme mommy issues, and you are feeling that void, whether you want to admit that or not. Or this could be vice versa. If you're a guy, a woman, doesn't matter. Same thing. Somebody is feeling a void within you that you felt that you lost a long time ago. Some of you, this could even be the story possibly when it pertains to maybe trying to get things back together with the past. They are feeling a void somewhere. Yeah, the Queen of Swords wanted to come out. Okay, the King of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse, and we have the Sun. Yeah, remember, like I said, some of you, I don't really get the energy that this person is like, excuse me, using you for money or anything like that, but you may be thinking that that's the case and you are barking up the wrong tree. So I would say cardinal signs, before you start going to accusing, and all you're doing is you're just throwing your junk on people just because right now you're confused and you don't necessarily know what the hell to do. So you're not putting that energy someplace else. You're projecting it on other people, and that's not fair. And you're projecting it on people that don't mean you any harm, but you're hanging on to grief. Some of you experience an unrequited love or a terrible relationship, and you just won't let it go. I mean, I hate to say it like that. You just will not let it go. And I only say that because you're expecting everybody else to be exactly the same way to you. And that's not really fair, because you actually do have a good person right next to you. You have a good person who cares about you. And I feel like this person genuinely is interested in your well-being, but you just do not believe them. But you're really just going through a spiritual awakening right now. So, or they would call a dark night of the soul. So you may be losing your damn mind. So, careful. We have the sun, we have the judgment. You've already found your purpose. And guess what you're about to do? You're about to walk away from it, because stomping your feet is not getting you the response that you want to get. We have to clean that up, seriously, because like this is a good partner for you. Okay, some of you, this could be somebody from the past, but you need to get a handle on these negative emotions or traumas that you're still dealing with, that you're going to project on this person because you want them to be like everybody else, and I don't think that they are. So you need to get your shit together. Let's be honest. They do, or you do, or shit, everybody needs to get their shit together. Okay, Knight of Cups, things will start to move. Yeah. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. If you're single, there is somebody coming in who will be really good to you. But because of your possibly unfavorable past, you're going to blow it. I hate to say it. Let's try not to do that, okay? But also, as far as like career goes, whatever this new beginning that's coming in your career, okay, that could be coming soon, maybe today, the next 8 hours, this is actually the right spot for you. This is your purpose. It could be in finance. It could be, yeah, because a lot of Taurus energy coming through. So it could be in finance or something tied to Leo. Leo is entertainment, politics, um, gold. So, gold is money. So again, finances in a way. So yeah, but yeah, Cardinal Energy, this has been your reading, and I will see you later.